caught his black maid solving a $500 million problem in seconds. What the CEO did next left everyone shocked. Before we dive in this story, hit the comments and tell us your city or country. Let's see how far this story reaches. If you like the video, please subscribe. She wasn't supposed to touch anything, just clean. But when the CEO's laptop was left open and a screen full of red error messages flashed in his office, Grace couldn't help herself. She had seen this exact pattern before, years ago, when she studied advanced algorithms in a life she had to leave behind. With trembling fingers, she typed a line of code. Within seconds, the system came back online. The problem was solved. She thought no one saw her, but the CEO had walked in. What he did next changed everything. Watch till the end. Grace had once been a rising star, a computer science major with honors, having won coding competitions and internships at tech startups. But life didn't follow her plan. After her brother was falsely imprisoned, she dropped everything to help her family survive. She cleaned houses, folded sheets, scrubbed floors, worked far below her capabilities, but honest. At one of her jobs, she worked quietly inside the glass-walled mansion of a tech CEO, Julian Cross. His company had just suffered a major setback, a software crash that put a $500 million project in jeopardy. Grace heard the stress in his voice on calls. She recognized the problem from the scraps of code she saw while dusting around his desk. She didn't mean to interfere, but when he rushed out for a meeting, leaving his screen unlocked and beeping with alerts, she stepped in. Just once. What happened next was something no one could have expected. The code error was a recursive loop, one that would have taken an average developer days to locate, but Grace had seen it in an old research paper she once contributed to. She scanned the screen, rewrote 2 lines of code, and ran a quick simulation. The system stabilized. Instantly. She minimized the window, wiped down the keyboard, and hurried away. But what Grace didn't realize was that there was a security camera aimed directly at the desk. And Julian Cross saw the footage later that day. He watched in stunned silence as his maid, the woman who cleaned his house in silence for 2 years, fixed a problem his engineers had been struggling with for weeks. He replayed it twice. The next morning, instead of calling his development team, he asked Grace to come into his home office. Her heart pounded. Was she about to be fired? But when she stepped in, Julian looked at her not with anger, but something closer to awe. "You saved a $500 million project," he said. She blinked, unsure if she should deny or admit it. But he already knew, and he had a proposition, one that would change both their lives forever. Within a week, Grace was no longer scrubbing floors. She was leading a crisis team at Julian's company. He didn't hide her talent. He broadcasted. At a press conference, he introduced her as the genius we overlooked. He revealed how his company's most significant breakthrough came from someone society had written off. Investors were stunned. But Grace? She stood tall, steady, and calm. She hadn't asked for the spotlight, but now that it was hers, she wasn't going to waste it. In that moment, she became a symbol, not just of talent, but of all the brilliance hidden beneath jobs society deems invisible. She didn't just solve a tech problem. She exposed a deeper one. Grace's story went viral. Young women across the country, especially black girls in STEM, saw her as proof that uniforms or job titles can't box in brilliance. She launched a foundation to support overlooked talent in low-income communities. Julian restructured his hiring process, opening doors to candidates without traditional resumes. And Grace? She never went back to cleaning floors, but she never forgot what she had learned from the experience. Sometimes the most intelligent person in the room isn't the one holding the degree, but the one who never had the chance to finish it. How? Many other graces are hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone to believe in them? If you enjoyed this story and found it provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts. In the comments, take care.